Yes, y'all. Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have opinions or queries you wish to share, we have multiple ways to be reached. The email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. On Twitter, it's at skimpod, SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
And if you're feeling froggy, go on and jump into our voicemail line at 216-3028-POD. That's 216-3028-7763. The show can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and as always at our website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com.
Stays Crunchy.
Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show on your own social media feeds. And if you want to get at us directly, feel free to reach out via our personal Twitter.
Stays.
It's at Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tabrail713.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
Stays Crunchy Milk episode 257, if I am to be believed. We in the building.
Who even knows anymore?
Me, the one who has to keep account of it.
But do you? Just every week it's like, I don't know. I think it's this.
No, I'm relatively aware and I'm always within range. So yeah.
You're just lucky for all the hip hop songs that have like numbers in it.
Oh yeah, it's an easy replacement on every time if I fuck it up. So, but in this instance, I am correct. So
I'm sure you could use Muppets.
And in fact, I would. Oh yeah, they do count. They have a bunch of counts too. So don't they? So blah blah blah. We got a full house as we get through it.
I suggested to Ava DuVernay, who's making a Central Park 5 movie, that she should, because use the Trump parts.
Yeah,
they should like cast a Muppet, but like play it straight.
don't even try to pull away from it.
They should make it like Double Jeopardy, where you charge for the crime and then do the time and then find out that the person's still alive, but you already did the time, so
go and kill him.
Yeah.
That's weird that Anthony, as soon as he said Central Park movie, I thought cast Donald Trump as a Muppet. It's like
it's pretty.
We got some kind of psychic connection, man.
I think we do. I honestly think I said it the other day, man. I wish I was around when you were a kid, so we could have told your dad. No, yeah, he thinks he's cute.
We should get our kids together. Except I'm afraid my kids will ruin your kids because they're so bad.
Oh my god!
You should. Well, and I don't really consider my kids bad. It was funny.
No, my kids are the bad ones.
Well, I don't think maybe they just rub off against each other. Like I remember my friend I grew up with. I guess I was considered a bad kid back then, but like he was the good one. I remember we did something we weren't supposed to do. We all came home and like we all had to like fess up to our moms that we did it. Like he was like, I was like, I ain't telling my mother shit. He was like, I'm telling my mother, man. I can't lie to her. And then like, so he came out the house. I was like, what happened? She's like, she gave me $5 because I told the truth. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Now he's
my mom didn't do that.
Oh yeah.
My parents. Your reward for telling the truth is just to get punished just as bad.
You never know though, because what if you got punished lighter than you would have had you not told the truth? You can't balance those two out.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
that's true.
I'm gonna get a whooping either way. Fuck it, I'm lying.
That's exactly what I would think.
But it could have been a whooping, but it could have been an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how bad?
Either way, your ass gonna hurt, and your legs and your back. Oh, it's just gonna be a whooping.
The grass isn't always greener on the other line.
Yeah, like or
that's pretty good.
Or no TV, having to sit in a hot ass house.
Why'd you take
all
notes?
day.
You missed the show title.
I never missed the show title, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, but the point I was trying to make is maybe it'll end up being your kid, because when you fuck up as a kid a lot, you at least I think you fuck up less as an adult.
Well, speaking of truth and lie, I actually had a subject that Anthony just set me up for. Like, if he did it on purpose,
like the
just really volleyed up there.
Lying.
I was talking to these gentlemen the other day about the possibility of hiding the truth without lying, and this got Tyrell responding, and I said, hold that sir. We're going to talk about this.
I have absolutely nothing to contribute at this point.
He doesn't lie.
How does that fucking work? Nah, I'm a liar's liar. But
He's the Johnny Appleseed.
Good time Charlie and honest Charlie.
that,
Yes.
that type of lie, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I pulled it off. I'm unaware of it.
Well, it's contextual because
I do it with feelings. I don't never tell people how I feel about them. So that's kind of like a lie by omission.
yeah, I mean there is the obvious lie by omission or the hey mind your own business. But if you don't want to arouse curiosity,
Hey, fuck you.
then you got to say something. Hey, fuck you always works.
Yeah.
A lot of situations. I'm sorry to say, sir, you only 6 months to live. Well, fuck you, doctor.
6 months. How about right now? And you.
I was gonna
There go your insurance premium.
I was gonna say the doctor was like, all right, fine, I'll give you 3 more months.
I'll give you 9.
What?
Just stop biting my nipple.
Seriously, what's to stop a doctor from saying, all right, you got an extra couple months? Because like, it's not like the guy can come back and call him on his bullshit.
Maybe word of mouth. Like if you're
You got
like,
6
oh, you
months to
got
live.
15 months to live, and they go out in 2, and then like that happens repeatedly.
Well, but-
word of mouth might start to spread. There's got to be like a Dr. Yelp.
Yeah, but when they tell you when they tell you 6 months to live, they mean from just like from 0 to 6 months. So it could be tomorrow. It could be 6 months in one day. But like,
Yeah.
It's all estimates, man.
yeah.
But if he gives you more, and it's like he absolutely was like full of shit, it's not like the guy can say, hey, you lied. I died 2 months
Well, what
ago.
happens
It doesn't
if
happen
he
that
tells
way.
you 3 and you make it to 7? Does he
I
get
mean,
credit then?
it's people who live for years after they give
Yeah,
them.
shit.
No, but you know what? That is bullshit because the person who lived beyond the doctor's projected date
Yeah.
gives himself the credit.
My-
Like, look at
Yeah.
me. They told me I was going to die.
My grandmother
Blah, blah, blah.
found a Siamese cat like 2.5 months
If you
before I was
please.
born. It was a kitten,
That
like
took me a second.
abandoned by the
Yeah.
mom, had like gunk on her eyes. So my grandmother says she took her to the vet, and that they gave her some medicine, but they told her that the cat probably wasn't going to make it. That cat lived to be over 18 years old before she finally passed away. Me and that cat
And that
spent the
cat
first
smoked
18 years
cigarettes.
of my life together.
And ate bacon every day for breakfast.
That cat was around cigarettes a lot because this is back when my grandmother still smoked.
Yeah, it always seemed like Keith Richards, like that dude smokes and drinks and does heroin and stuff. He's pickled pretty good.
So he pickled himself. That's how.
Yeah, he's not a cucumber anymore. He's a whole pickle.
All right.
Well, some
We
people
got-
say
we
the
got off track.
cucumbers taste better pickled.
That's true.
Well, when you have to say something and lie by omission, sorry, I don't want to call it lie by omission, an omission or a mind your own business won't cut it. Sometimes you got to say something. Now, of course, this
Set me up. So what's the premise?
Okay.
What am I supposed to be?
I was
omitting?
thinking about this. Has actually happened to me. Although I might be bearing the lead on this one, I was I was in a weight loss contest at work, and I'm like, I'm gonna win this thing. So I was doing pretty well, but I decided to like really seal the deal with some last minute cramming and working out, and I'm sweating it off, and I didn't want to put the sweat back on and the weight back on, so I'm like, I'll do the weigh in, and then I'll go drink some water. I pushed it a little too far. But I'm too embarrassed to tell my colleagues, hey, I dehydrated myself. I have to go to the hospital. So what I do is I call Tyrell to give me a ride. And then I said to my coworkers, I gotta go. Somebody I know needs to go to the hospital. Somebody I know needs a ride to the hospital.
And that was you
I didn't.
using somebody.
That's right. I didn't lie. There's not one lie in that. I told the truth. I just didn't specify who the somebody I knew was. 'Cause
Somebody's
know
me.
thyself, right?
How much was the prize for this?
Oh, I won over $1,000.
Nice.
It went into the wedding.
My buddy who lives in my house right now, he did one of those like 8 months ago. I told him like the day before the wedding, just eat a bunch of shit, bulk up, like, and then don't use the bathroom. You know, get that like extra starter weight, and then just the day of the thing, just like go in like a sauna somewhere, like just don't eat anything.
Lunch is not a doctor. neither am I. Though.
He does. He
I'm
does
not
say
saying
one on
you
this
can't have a
podcast.
sandwich as soon as the weigh-in's done.
I thought that would help too, but apparently it wasn't enough. I had severe dehydration, which I didn't know you could do to yourself. I thought you had to be like
Yeah, that's how people
trapped in a
die.
desert for days before you get severe dehydration.
Shit, I was dehydrated last week, the day after like the night of 4th of July.
Oh.
Like, I was in bed and I woke up with leg cramps. Shit, I started cramping up last night. I came home from the gym, I ate dinner, I went to bed, and it was like my back was tightening, my abs were tightening, and my legs were trying to cramp.
Yeah, I felt like it was a fist in my
Did you
stomach.
eat some mustard?
No.
Should eat a banana.
Mustard or banana?
I tried to drink some Gatorade.
So, are you telling me if I just walk around and be like, Anthony did that shit? If I talk in third person, that's the same thing almost. Like, who ate that? Me, you know that was Anthony.
You're not lying. That's true.
Yeah.
That
I'm just
is-
gonna say, like,
You
Anthony wants some of that pussy, girl.
That's
Like, who? You know Anthony.
it's
She's like,
well, it's contextual. Like I can't like when you have an understanding with a like someone you're in a relationship with. Like you tell me everything. Like I can't pull that shit with my wife. It's
Gabe ain't do that. You know who did it? Gabe did.
but like if I don't have an agreement with somebody like coworkers or my kids yet. Like sometimes they'll complain somebody ate their candy, and I'm like, some guy ate your candy.
Oh.
It's
That is not working, by the way. My kids are too
I just
smart for
lie. I'm
that
like,
shit.
I don't know. I don't know who ate all the fruit snacks.
Well, sometimes you do got to lie to your kids.
Or it's
but
just, I ain't your candy. What the fuck you got to say about it? I feed you every other damn day. Shut up.
that works on older kids.
Yeah,
That's even worse.
That's even worse.
Because that just bred resentment against my dad. I remember one time we all went to this Euro place. It might have been a famous Gyro George over on Harvard.
Oh yeah.
And I remember I'd ordered mine, and each member of the family ordered theirs. We took it back to the house, and I remember my dad had ordered 2,
Oh.
and he ate the first one, and which ended up being mine. So the one he ate had the onions and stuff on it that I'd ordered. The one I got was the plainest Jane of all time.
Oh wow.
Because he gave me his backup. So I went from this nice sandwich with some fixings on it to here's some meat and bread. And I just remember sitting there.
Nobody wants a gyro. So I don't care what you do. A gyro ain't a gyro without the
Tzatziki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
He just gave you meat and bread. You damn right.
So, I was sitting there and I was
gave you
in my
cardboard to
teens.
cardboard.
So I was upset about it, but I never. This is the first time I've ever actually said anything.
Wow.
And I wasn't upset I wanted to murder anybody.
But you were upset.
But I was upset.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting there and I was just thinking God damn, this fucking sucks. But I feel even as a kid I was how am I gonna say something? I didn't pay for it. He's my dad. He whooped my ass. Me having feelings is irrelevant to this equation.
Yeah, that you're setting yourself up, Tayrell. One day, maybe you would your old invalid. You got to stay with your kids, and they're the ones buying the food.
You got to say this song because I told you to.
Hey, what happened to my sandwich? I ate your sandwich, old man. I buy the food around here. What you gonna do about it?
Not shit. That's how it works out. That's the exchange
man.
that comes about at that point.
I don't want that exchange.
I'm not
Yeah.
setting myself up.
I want my son to be like,
I would have much rather someone told me they don't know what happened to my sandwich. Here, have this one, next time.
You rather them lie to you.
I'd
Yeah.
rather they lie to me, because now I'm having 20 years of bitter resentment against my dad for eating that sandwich in front of me.
like,
Yeah, I spoil the shit out of my children. They can give me their candy, and they know it. So that's just that gotta be the lockout
but
agreement.
see, this is the difference though. You straight up took that candy and told them what you gonna do about it.
You debo the shit out of the candy.
My candy.
Also, they have that candy because of me in most situations. You got that candy because I took you trick or treating.
So
You
got that
are
candy
Deion
'cause I
Sanders
made-
and
you got that candy because I made you that goddamn Easter basket that fucking I put that work in. You got that candy because I filled that fucking stocking.
You are Deion Sanders in this situation.
I
Just
give a-
dancing around.
That's cool. That's great that y'all think y'all want to do that shit. I'm saying I pay for that motherfucking candy.
So not
it's
only-
my candy that I'm sharing with them.
So not
that's
only
what that is.
You
That's
gave
just
them
the
a little
real
bit
talk.
of hope. Like here, good old
No, I
dad
give
brought
them
us some
I
candy.
give them the
Yay,
world.
Dad brought us candy.
And
I'm gonna eat your candy.
I give them the world, which means I can have a fucking Reese cup. It just is.
It's nothing wrong with having a Reese cup.
I'm not-
It's nothing wrong with eating a Reese cup. Because, yes, you did pay for it. But your reaction to it is what we're saying.
We're all on board with eat that candy.
Also, they would never approach me on. They would never be like, "Did you eat my Reese cup?"
Because
man?
before they were told, what the fuck you gonna do about
Yeah, they weren't
That's what
told that. I'm saying if the
20
situation
years from now, that
if the
bitter
situation
year
were to come
resentment is
that
gonna
way,
come out.
I'm saying that's how this would be the reaction would be. They never came approach me talking about, "Dad, did you eat my Reese cup?" Because they fucking know the deal. That was my Reese cup, or even worse, one of them ate each other's Reese cup, and so they just blame each other. I think once y'all get there, y'all be talking to me like I'm fucking insane. When y'all get there,
I'm
y'all be
talking from
like,
personal experience.
Your experience
I just
ain't my
told
kid's
you.
experience. Your experience is your experience. But when y'all get there, because y'all talk to me like I'm
Yeah,
fucking
and I'm
dumbass,
saying in 20 years from now,
no.
what your kid's reaction be, not you.
My children's reaction will be, man,
You
my
can't
dad.
talk for them. This 20 years from now.
My
It hasn't
children-
happened yet.
My children's reaction would most likely be, God damn, my father bust his fucking ass to make sure I had the fucking planet. And here I am in college or what
Yeah,
beyond. do
my
what I
dad
fucking
did
had
that
to
too.
do.
But you know what? I still upset that he ate my damn sandwich.
You was upset you got some cardboard thrown your way. I understand your beef. But like I said, I'm just, you gotta get there. When you get there, you'll be like, oh, I see what the fuck you was saying.
Talk to you like a dumbass. Also, we're trying to make jokes, so
Yeah, anywho.
Your jokes is hurting my motherfucking feelings. How about that? I'm gonna say this shit to your face right now. We're not in 20 years. That's what's up.
damn PC culture.
There you go. Oh my God. All right. Now I realize this ain't got to do with lives or children. I just saw this the other day and it
That's all right. I think we got that subject.
It fucked me a little bit. It was a group of people on Twitter. I think it came from one of your tweets. It ended up being me heading down the fucking rabbit hole.
It might.
That's why I be trying to avoid your shit. And it was a bunch of people saying how they felt their freedom was being taken from them because they not allowed to act a fucking fool and talk how they want to, and PC culture is ruining their freedom, and that their inability
quoted something like that lately.
and their inability to speak how they want to is what's really what's taking their freedom from it. And I sat there like, how do they think that? And then as I was driving here today, I was like, wait a minute. It's like they really think that they just should be allowed to say what they want to say, consequence free, as if that was ever a thing that existed. We've never been able to just say what the fuck you want to say without consequences. Never in this country.
Well, speaking of that, something happened to my girlfriend at work along those lines, where it was some people in the cafeteria, and they were saying like, these urban youths, always are like they cuss at an early age and stuff like that. And if I'm warmly quoting it right, and she's like, oh, goddamn, anywho. She was like, I know for a fact she still don't cuss in front of her mother. If I cuss in front of my mother, it's like on a rare occasion and I'm like really, really mad or something.
I have let a shit or a damn slide out in front of my mama, and it always hurts my heart. Like I feel like I'm shaming her and embarrassing her the way she raised me.
I was raised in the suburbs, and I swear in front of my parents with no remorse.
Okay, well there you go. I'm an urban youth, and I still don't cuss in front of my mother.
I'm an urban youth, and I try not to. So
My grandmother taught me how to cuss, but I didn't do it at my dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when I left and came back to visit, then the whole family was cussing. So I just joined in, and I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah.
urban youth who started cussing early, he's the one.
Oh, yeah. I was cussing in
sure-
elementary school.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
I cussed in elementary
Lunch is
school,
the
but
guy that
never
had
in front of my parents and stuff.
I never cussed at my grandmother, like swore at her, but I swore in conversation.
Like, shit.
Let me tell you something.
Like my fucking hamburger's overcooked.
Oh, you can say that?
That kind of shit, yeah.
Oh,
Straight down like
man.
F-bomb.
Yeah.
My grandma's my grandma's the one I don't swear in front of. My grandpa, her husband, taught me how to swear in Spanish. So
But it's all that joins up with me just finding out that Papa John was in a conference call with an advertising firm and was talking about Colonel Sanders called motherfuckers nigga, and I can't get and people yelling at me. He's mad. People was mad at him about his NFL takes last season.
Oh,
He says
fuck him.
He says nigga in his meeting, and then said how where he from in Indiana. People used to drag blacks on the back of trucks until they died, and everybody was like, that company ended up like, I guess, saying we will not be working with Papa John's no more, though they will not cop to it in the article I just was reading. So it's like there's never been, I don't recall. So if y'all know some of y'all history that says to the contrary,
In Indiana?
a time in y'all life where you could just say what the fuck you wanted without consequence.
I mean,
Consequence free saying what you want to.
Well, to who? I mean, it depends on.
I mean, not even just you. I mean, I feel like I'm a student of history. I feel like I've read about
I don't think
people
such
talking.
a thing exists
Because
every word that you say has some sort of reaction somewhere.
But these people seem to believe and they could just be tweeting to to the echo chamber,
they're-
that they can say that it's PC culture that's taking their First Amendment rights away all of a sudden. The reality is like, you can say it. We've never said you can't say whatever the hell you want to say. What I'm saying to you, what we've always said is
the consequences.
Consequences to
The
it.
consequences are different because me and Lunch been talking about this for weeks now about how like we were watching Delirious, or it was Delirious, right?
I was
Raw,
talking about
raw
The
or
Office.
delirious.
No,
Are you talking about the Eddie? Oh,
Yeah, Eddie Murphy, yeah.
And
I
how-
ever watched one of those Watch Mojo top tens. I was like top 10 stand-ups of all time.
Yeah.
That was number one, and they said like despite the like source material and
yeah, like that first 5 minutes, he says the F word, like
That ends with a G.
yeah.
motif, you
With T, yeah.
No,
With
okay.
T, yeah, he goes for the hard
The
stuff.
bundle of sticks.
Yeah, like I'm like, just the consequences are different. Like, no, before it was just like it's okay to do that because that's just the time where the times were at that time, man. We're not at those times anymore.
Mm-hmm.
People deserve respect. Like,
And it's not that they didn't deserve respect then. We just didn't know no better. Well, maybe I'm gonna go. We ain't know no better. I'm gonna go. Well, these society didn't know no better and hadn't been called
They
on
didn't-
bullshit
they didn't
in
have
that
a-
level yet.
we had more of a voice and they had less of a voice.
Okay.
Now they have a voice. Now you just like with anything else, like with Lunch in the Sound, he has a voice now. His daddy ain't gonna give him no meat and bread no more. He can have tzatziki sauce. Like, hey, Dad, you messed up my order. It's cool for now, but when you go back, you gonna get my tzatziki.
I mean, I got blocked on Twitter yesterday for asking the same question to somebody. I'm like, hey, name somebody who's been arrested or been sanctioned by the government for their speech that doesn't include a why they don't exception, like a threat or anything. Didn't get an answer. I got
Chris
blocked.
Brown. Chris Brown has always been persecuted.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Well, that's not an example they want.
I'm just giving you an example. I don't know.
Did you finish 11/22/63?
What? Yes, I did.
I thought
The
about
show
you.
or the book? Both, I did.
Well, I was thinking more of the book because that show sucked.
It was great. Yeah, the
yeah.
book was much better.
How did you feel about the? No, I can't even say that on mic.
Spoiler warning.
No, I can't say because I was thinking one of the main characters has a love interest the same as the name of your love interest, and
Oh.
Quite.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was funny. But what did you think? What did you think of it overall?
Can we describe our partners as love interests going forward?
Sure.
I just
I like love
I like the way that sounds, and we can go with that. I'm gonna ask about your love interest from here on out. I want y'all both to understand that.
I don't know if that made me sadder about the book, or it just
I
touched
got-
that kind of nerve.
I got 3 hours to go, so which is I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
That shit is the audio book is 27 fucking hours. It's
a long-
30 hours.
I listened to
I'm
that
20.
audiobook.
I'm 27 hours in.
My wife read it the hard way,
It's the hard way.
Read it.
reading it.
I thought you just said you read. Oh, you listened to it.
I listened to it.
All right. I did.
Well, that is
wait.
reading.
I was
Did you know
literally about to ask. When you do an audiobook, do you like mark it as I read that in your mind or your checklist of life?
Ever since I heard it has the same effect on your mind, yeah, I've been calling it reading.
Okay.
You retain it just the same as you would if you
If you actually just picked up
Yeah.
the book.
But I've listened to a lot of comedians' audiobooks, and like they can go off the cuff on all of them. And it seems like almost all of my reels like y'all pieces of shit. Y'all didn't read my book. I'm like, Aziz Ansari said it.
He did.
Yeah, it was the
Well, now I'm not on. his
JB
side.
Smooth said that shit. It was just like, hey, I don't got time to read like I used to. But I'm listening to your book. I might not have paid for this shit. But
That's what libraries are for.
yeah, they're for wandering around and having Asian children refuse to play with your children. That's what they're usually for in my neighborhood.
That's a very specific situation.
It's happened like
You
a
didn't
bunch
say
of
what kind
times.
It could have been Russian.
Did they have on steel-toe boots?
The dad did.
They hated them.
I was about to do a voice, but no. It's always, I don't know why. It's always happened at the same library. It's different people, but my son will try to play with the kid like, look at this, and then the mother will call the kid over like, no, you come over.
Oh, see, that's a whole nother level. I didn't realize this involved the parents. I thought the children had chosen to just
no, we leaving now. You can't play with this cute black boy. Let's go.
Then I'm gonna call her a bitch.
I don't know her like that, but I am gonna say.
Do I have to?
She got bitch type tendencies.
Okay, wait a minute. We gotta
I try to be better. I thought we was all trying to be better about just calling folk bitches out of pocket.
I know, but like, do I have to be a better person than the president of the United States?
Yeah.
Well, you don't grab people by the pussy, so.
I hold you to an entirely higher
you
standard
do
than
got 4
them.
kids.
So
You
I'm
do
gonna ask you
got
to be better than
I'm not a millionaire.
Be better than that dude. So one day maybe you be president of the United States. I can be like, I know that motherfucker.
Like, does he know how to pleasure a woman? Grab her by the pussy? Like, what?
Everything about
Like,
that.
it sounded like
According to James Dean, that's probably the way to go. We just doing it wrong.
he sounded like he like walked up on her knuckles on the ground like a gorilla and went raw pussy and like grabbed it.
Give me that growl.
That's not even gonna work from the angle. Like, you can't come.
He
He's gotta
grabs it
come
from underneath.
it, but, like,
But I feel like what you just described is probably what did happen. It's like everything seems bad about it. But he got like 4 kids, right? 4 or 5 kids, right? With like 3 different women.
Yeah, but
I'm
something's
more than
wrong with
that.
him.
I'm sure, just like with Thomas Jefferson, there's gonna be a bunch of Southern Trumps. Like I'm a half Trump.
how old is Barron?
11?
Like third,
How's this?
12, 13, something like that.
This 11-year-old kid doesn't know the difference between like a mannequin head and his father. Like,
No, they just
when
lied.
When I'm 11, I thought the president was like invincible. Like if something flew at like a missile will shoot out of it would come off open. It would open like a cartoon, and the missile would shoot out of the top of the White House. Like I would not think if my dad was president that like this D-list actress got close enough to him and by Secret Service and all the security to like chop his head off and then record herself holding up the head. So they're like, oh, that traumatized Barron. Like then Barron's dumb.
Yeah, I
I know
don't
you're not
think.
supposed to attack a president's kid, but again, we talked about how dumb it can be a statement of fact.
They use him as their example,
As a
and
patsy.
you can point out to them that that's bullshit.
I think
Either you're lying to our faces, or that child's dumb. Which one you want to call it?
I think
They're never
lying.
going to cop to their lie, so they're going to they're just try to embarrass you by saying, "Well, you called that kid dumb." Scalp your lie, little homie.
I know my dad well. I've been around my dad enough in my first 11 years of life to know like a difference between his actual head and a mannequin head.
Hold on.
so.
What was a really well made version?
It kind of would fuck me up, but that if it was equal to the quality that Kathy Griffin was using, then I wouldn't be fooled.
Fuck her anyway. She gets no love apparently. She's on that list. Nah, I'm not gonna call her a bitch.
The D-list.
But I am gonna look at her a little sideways because she's talking about Kevin Hart. Don't be talking about Trump and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you gotta watch yourself, little homie.
Yeah,
it's not on you
I
to
just
decide
thought
that.
A lot
I
of
just
people are
started
coming at
ignoring
Kevin Hart neck because, like, I guess he's quote unquote, the best comedian at the moment. He's the highest grossing. This is low hanging fruit.
I don't know. But if we're talking about celebrities, I'm going to tell this anecdote because I think buried in it might be a potential show title.
Okay,
We got 3 going so far. So
Last night,
we had an argument.
I was messing with Kurt Schilling, and Kurt Schilling, if you don't know, famous Boston Red Sox pitcher turned like a complete piece of shit.
What made him a piece of shit? What happened?
he's
bankrupt the video
transphobic.
game company.
He's transphobic. He's like ultra conservative, Trump supporting kind of guy. And anyway, there was there was the famous bloody sock that he had while pitching in a World Series game. Like his ankle was so fucked up, it was bleeding right through the sock and everything. Mm-hmm. Like years later, rumors came out that was fake. So I don't know if it's
He's a wrestler too.
I don't know if it's fake or not.
Shoot.
I was just fucking with him, and I decided to make that joke, and he blocked me on Twitter. So I'm like, oh, does that make? So that made me ask, does Tariq Nasheed, now only the second most famous person to block me on Twitter? Because, like I said last night, and people probably missed it, Kurt Schilling's probably going to end up in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Would you agree? Resident sport expert Lunchbox.
Is he not already?
It probably would have been a for sure had he not been fired from ESPN for his political views. So now it's kind of up in the air.
I hope they wouldn't hold his political views against it. Even though I hate him.
It's him being a transphobe Hall
Well, I mean, he's a
of Fame.
big, yeah.
Big Ed.
But Ty Cobb's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but he was placed in the Hall of Fame when bigotry was still like, yeah, it's what we go with.
All right.
But it's been like over 5 years since he shouldn't. I mean, he's like,
But still talking shit though.
well, what I'm saying is like it's after 5 years is when you can go in the Hall of Fame, right?
Well, I mean, I looked it up to confirm it because I didn't want to fuck up my tweet. So, I did say like, Kurt Schilling will probably be in the Baseball Hall of Fame one day, but Tariq Nasheed, there's no Hotep Hall of Fame.
I do love Hotep Hall of Fame.
That should be a thing.
It's like,
Well, John, we got a great class here today.
Kurt Schilling.
We have Tariq Nasheed. Now he's got a third eye batting average of over 500 lifetime. But we also have Lafreak Nasheek. Lafreak Sheik. His alkaline rating is like one of the lowest for a rookie.
his alkaline rating.
Oh man.
Get all the alkaline out your diet.
Oh, don't forget, Billy. He also set the record for most hours spent telling everybody why Black Panther was a waste of black people's time. That's right, John. What a great Hotep Hall of Fame class.
You gotta get a list of Hoteps. The Hotep reader.
I was like really struggling for a name.
It's like that motherfucker Hotep. That's a Snowtep. That's all of them. Oh my god.
The Tep Hall of Fame.
You hear about
we throw snow
Y'all hear about
Teps?
measles coming back in Oregon? Like a disease that has been eradicated that is deadly to all is back.
I have not heard about that, but
I'm just wilding about all of it. It's been a whole lot going on as of late. Yeah, that's about where I have to wrap it up at because I'm about to lose a co-host. So
we already lost one. We're gonna lose one more. It's like Vietnam again.
oh my god. What the hell I want to say?
Ice cream, Lieutenant Diana. Ice cream.
It jumped up and bit me in the butt.
I want to give a shout out to Planet Wormhole. That's my friend Rachel and Matt's podcast. They just started a couple episodes in, and I think currently you can only get it if you go to the website. It's either Wormhole Planet or Planet Wormhole. I forgot how they did there. .com. The one way or the other.
It'll be a link in the show.
Well, most definitely, there'll be a link in the notes. But yeah, go check out their show. Only, like I said, only a couple episodes deep, but I got love for them and the good people, and I very much have enjoyed their first couple episodes.
What is it about?
So you may too. Currently, it's just them too. It's just their husband and wife sitting around talking, and it's been a delight so far. You know what I'm saying? They're my folks, so they live out in the middle of the country. They live in Missouri, and so you get some perspective from them people who live out in that neck of the woods.
Hopefully, they can have some have Nelly in as a guest, or slow mo.
Fuck, I want to talk to y'all about that, but whatever. I talked to y'all about it.
What did Nelly do?
No, it's just how I talked about it in a group chat about how current day country music is just 2000.
Just Nelly?
It's just Nelly from 2000. Nelly's song he did with Tim McGraw. He did a song with, I think.
Yeah,
Over and over again.
That is what current country is.
I haven't listened to it.
I would appreciate a country tip drill with some plugs in it.
I'm saying you can have it probably. some dogs. Holy shit! I just realized what you said.
You know, they did. They tried to make POG more exclusive as a term and called it like what was it? Pretty ass women and fat ass women and girls.
Oh yeah.
Fat with a P.
I thought it was fat ass white girls.
Well, yeah, but they're trying to make it more exclusive.
They try to twist it.
Inclusive. Not
But I don't know if I like that girls at the end.
Yeah, that was part of the.
I mean, it was always
Oh, it's kind of that doesn't work.
so fat ass grown.
No, fat ass white women. How do you make the W
Paw?
sound? Yeah.
You be on that Paw Patrol.
That's a good one too. That was your show. That's my man Tatum 216.
Yes.
Lunchbox 2099. That's the real ODP. All those people are available right to you on Twitter. All you gotta do is run up on them and say what's popping. You should probably follow them. All work.
Not me.
Well,
though.
all
You probably
right.
should.
Ant don't really tweet, but if you tweeted at him, he'd probably respond.
I would. I definitely would.
I'm saying a lot of funny shit, people. You're
Probably
missing
in a
out.
week,
You
yeah.
need to like it and retweet. Maybe you can tweet at me your Hotep Hall of Fame nominees.
Yeah, we definitely will work on that list.
Yo, if you got some Hotep Hall of Fame nominees, you definitely should send that at
Nick
the real
Cannon's
ODP.
on there. Who else?
What's his Ankh rating?
His uncle.
I am the Internet Hero 713. You have just been podcast too, and I know you loved it. Peace.
That's right, Johnny.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.